This car has came a long way since my friend crashed it last year August. Seeing the car almost being done makes me feel so good until I see this. Do you see this? Well, I do. This horrendous fitment between the bumper and the hood. And this gigantic gap between the hood and the fender. That fitment drives me nuts. I don't know if the chassis was bent ever so slightly during the crash. I don't think so, because everything else looks decent. The gap is not huge. The body line is not crazy. And the radiator support, the core support, they all fit perfectly. So I don't know what is going on here. Some of y'all might say, oh, just lower the hood, lower the bumper, you can adjust that. There are this and that many T20, T25 torque spoke that you can loosen up and move things around. I've tried all of those. The hood is at its lowest position. I've put washers underneath the fender to raise it up to meet the hood. And I've lowered the bumper as much as I could. I don't know what else I can do. So my only suspicion is the fender, the bumper, the hood, one of them or all of them have been to some kind of an accident or has been fixed one way or another. And somehow they fit perfectly on the original car that had the accident, but I guess they fixed it based on the original car's fitment. And now that I've put everything on my own car that's also been in an accident, nothing fits anymore. So, to fix the problem, I came up with a very expensive solution just to see what exactly went wrong. Well, technically it's not that expensive. I can still sell the parts. But yeah, I have picked up another bumper and another hood, supposedly undamaged. And now we're gonna see what was the problem. Wish me luck. This is my idea of fixing the problem that shouldn't even be a problem. Oh, nice. So it more than likely was the hood.
A few moments later.
Let's see. Hey, yeah. It's sitting perfectly. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Now, the new bumper. Yep, I'm still getting the new bumper. See, this one has some really weird lines on the side, like this. And if you ran your finger down the side of the bumper, you can feel some unevenness. And the same on the other side. See the line over here? And then here, there's a weird dent down over here as well. Yep. So off it comes. Ziggy, what time is it?
Right now, it's 6:12 p.m.
is what I picked up the other day. Yeah. So, brand new aftermarket OEM. I can't believe I'm putting those two words together, but it is an aftermarket OEM front bumper for F80, 82, and 83. And apparently now about to be F81. You know what? I don't want to call it F81. That's such a disgrace. This car still has a B48. I'm not even going to do a B58 right now. Maybe if I blew the engine at some point in the future. But this car will never have an S55 in it, and I'll never do the proper rear quarter panel on it. Man, look at that cut. Look how clean that cut is. Oh my God. Who did that? Look at those wheels. Man, who designed those? I mean, it wasn't me actually, I just made those. But damn. But damn. Look at the rear bumper. Ah, looks so good. Oh, by the way, that over there, that's the rear diffuser trim, whatever you call it, that goes on over there. Right. Let me put this on real quick. Let me show you how well this thing can fit. And don't mind the headlight because it's not fitted properly apparently. I fit that based on the old bumper, but bro, just look at that. Oh, look at that fitment. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes sir. I'm so happy right now. And again, shameless plug. If you want to buy the headlight, hit me up. I'm your plug. Now, after many hours of fitting and adjusting, the fender is finally in position. Honestly, with this being not OEM, I'm not mad about the fitment. Like in the middle, you can see it's pretty nice, pretty consistent. Only at the corner is drooping down a little bit and coming out. The center section is at its most outward position, and then at the corner it's at its most inward position. I'm pretty sure there's a way to adjust it. With that being said, I am pretty satisfied with the outcome. But the only thing is, F80 M3's fenders are so expensive. I looked everywhere. eBay, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp. Man, nobody is selling a pair for less than $1,100. And that's insane. At this point, I'm better off just to hit up BMW and get a pair of OEM fenders, you know what I mean? But that's the next problem for the next episode. Thank you so much for watching this one. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.